It is officially January 24th, and this is the evening news update. For those of you who are new here, it's going to be 4 or 5 minutes in length. I'm going to break down all the news, just the facts from today that you may have missed. And then that's it. It's going to be 4 or 5 minutes in length. To all those who have become paid subscribers over the past 24 hours, thank you so much. The easiest way to support my work, to allow me to continue doing this work, is by just clicking the paid subscription button below and upgrading your subscription and becoming a paid subscriber. So thank you so much. I am forever grateful. And with that, let's dive right in. The first news of the day is that Donald Trump insisted that he was serious about taking over Greenland in a new heated phone call with Denmark's prime minister. And it has put Denmark, the country, in crisis mode, according to the Financial Times. Meanwhile, in Chicago, the Chicago public school system, which is the fourth largest district in the entire nation, has said that ICE agents visited Hamlin Elementary School earlier today, tried to get access to the school, but were denied by school officials. Now, U.S. ICE enforcement spokesperson has come out denying that agents ever visited the school and said that this was not an ICE encounter. Right now, there are conflicting reports about whether it's the school or ICE that are correct. Today, the Justice Department issued a new memo saying that it is curtailing the prosecutions of any individual who attempts to block an abortion related or reproductive care facility like Planned Parenthood. This comes after Donald Trump pardoned more than 2 dozen or nearly 2 dozen activists who were charged and imprisoned for essentially preventing women from seeking reproductive care at a Planned Parenthood. Meanwhile, there are some worries on Capitol Hill that RFK Jr. may pass muster, as there may be a Democrat or two who actually comes up and votes for RFK Jr. Right now, Donald Trump has also threatened and has officially taken away Dr. Fauci's security detail. And as a result, Dr. Fauci will have to get private security. Trump, on his part, is visiting North Carolina and California today, two areas impacted by natural disasters. In North Carolina, you had Hurricane Helene. In California, it's the wildfires, some of which are still ongoing. And he said that he would be in favor of not only potentially disbanding FEMA, which is the agency responsible for disaster aid supplying, but also to condition aid to California for the wildfire relief on California implementing voter ID laws along with new regulations over California's water. Donald Trump believes that FEMA is too costly, slow, and bureaucratic and wants to hand it back to the states. Now, if that sounds familiar, it's because it's exactly the same rhetoric he used when discussing giving abortion back to the states, and that eventually led to the overturning of Roe versus Wade in the United States Supreme Court. He said he's going to sign an executive order concerning FEMA in the coming days. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see exactly what that executive order says. Now, the White House has confirmed that mass deportation flights have begun. There have been two flights that we know of, both of which have went to Guatemala. About 79 undocumented migrants were on those flights. They have landed, according to a Guatemalan official, so they have begun. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 is currently on its track for its best start under a new president since Ronald Reagan was sworn in back in the mid 80s in 1985. It'll be interesting to see how the economy performs in the next several weeks and months, given the fact that egg prices and grocery prices generally continue to rise, and Americans have still not felt significant relief from inflation and other economic issues that have been facing them over the past several weeks and months. Egg prices are rising substantially. So we'll see what happens. I also reported earlier today that the Trump administration has disbanded a school safety board that was created by the first Trump administration to essentially provide guidance to agencies on how to prevent mass shootings in schools. That has been disbanded and will be officially disbanded in the coming days and weeks. And additionally, 13 state attorney generals have come out swinging against Donald Trump and his administration for possible mass deportation, saying that they will not allow their states or their state resources to be used to enforce his immigration policies. So, folks, that's all the news that you may have missed from today. Obviously, there are some stories that I didn't cover, so please go do your own research as well. To all those who have become paid subscribers, thank you so much for your support. You can do so by clicking the button below and supporting my work. I appreciate it, and I will be back tomorrow morning with my morning news report around 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the morning. Thank you so much.